Hey, what is up here, guys? James, you're cool here, and really quickly, I wanted to go over the Go Next pandemic, and people just, you know. So for anyone who doesn't know what the Go Next pandemic is, a lot of people are whining on DBD saying, man, they can't even play a normal game without people going next half the time. And I want to be real, first of all, I've not fucking really seen it. Maybe it's because when I play Killer, I'm not trying to sweat my balls off all the time. I see it, on my teammates sometimes, but the only game that I've had it to where it actually impacted the outcome of the match here lately was one game, and that's where I was doing a Sabo build, and the killer kept downing them, but they stopped recovering, and then they just bled out. In their defense, they already bled out for like 2 minutes because they kept dropping them, so, that's a little bit more on me than just them, so, I can't blame them there either, even though we would have won if they did play, and I was annoyed at the time. At the same time, though, I can understand. They're getting blood for 2 fucking minutes. They kept getting dropped every time they were going to get hugged, so. So that being said, I mean, look, man. If people really want to fix the Go Next epidemic, I'm going to tell you straight ass, you can't ever make a player play a game they don't want to fucking play. Not only, let's put it into perspective, okay? Let's go ahead and say this, right? You can no longer Kobe from Hook, right? Dead by Daylight implements this, you can no longer attempt. Okay. Well, all that's going to happen is that the moment you do get unhooked, people are just going to find the closest generator and start working on it. Because if they just start throwing pallets and get reported for griefing, eventually they'll probably get punished. So they can't just grief every fucking game. You know what you do? Just go sit on a generator. I'm not going to run from the killer. The killer comes in, downs me. I get bled for 5 minutes. I just tab out and go fucking browse my phone or something. Again, you can't stop a player from not wanting to play a game. If I'm going against a nurse with 4 slowdowns, I don't fucking care what system's in place. I'm not playing that fucking game. You win. I'm not doing it. It is the most boring fucking shit to go against a nurse who is running 4 fucking slowdowns. Even a skull merchant. I'm not fucking doing it. I don't care who the fuck you think you are not gonna make me play that. And then people will then say, well, why are you even playing the game then if you're not playing it? Because I like DBD. These dumb motherfuckers don't understand that. This is half my games. Half my games is a guy who either tunnels at 5 gens with 2 slowdowns, or it's a guy running 4 slowdowns, and we just fucking lose because slowdowns are so fucking stupid. I don't like it. So that's what I've done here in the background footage. I actually am playing Myers. People who don't know, Myers is considered to be a weak end killer who mainly only is his only gimmick is running a add-on that insta-kill survivors. I'm not running it. I'm running stock add-ons. Going against a guy Legacy, going against a 4-man for the first game. In the second game, I'm running 4 slowdowns, but there's a lot more filler. There's a lot more actual good pallets that aren't just a giant dead zone. And the survivors are actually trying to push the gens. Both games did it on 1 gen. I think that just shows that Killer is just way fucking easier altogether now. I don't know what to say. Even no matter what build I run, generally I can make a win. And in the first game, if I wanted to win, I just camp a guy, the guy I put in basement. In the second game, if I wanted to win, I just tunnel out the Claudette way earlier, and the game would have been done way sooner. No way of them ever getting out. But instead, I wanted to keep it fair. I avoided tunneling. I wanted to give options for people to get out on both games. And in the first game, I'm going to say this, they were way more likely in the first game to get out than in the second game. Just because I couldn't slow down the gens. At the end, the gens, once we got that 3-gen scenario, at the end of the first game, I don't have it shown here because I cut it off. I wanted to show a little bit of both footage. But in the first game, had gens, 2 gens, 99. Couldn't pop it though, I kept interrupting. Killed him, won, moved on. Second game, they got a gen, the gens maybe to 50, but, I have slowdown, so it doesn't fucking matter. And I kept, on the 4th game, I purposely ran 4 slowdowns. I didn't know what my 4th perk, if I could have, I would have just put on the Dracula perk for even more fucking slowdown, but I don't have it. So I'm not wasting more money on the game right now. I don't play it as much right now. I love Chaos Shuffle. I loved playing it. I actually kept solo queuing Chaos Shuffle the other night. I got no mither with Object of Obsession, and I had a fucking blast. I wish I was recording it. I had so much fun. But in the normal game, I get the same fucking build that I see every game on Killer. I don't want to play. I'm just running head on, man. I just want to have fun. And that gets me to my point. If you want people to play the fucking game, you gotta get rid of the most annoying mechanics. A killer shouldn't just fucking win because they put on 4 slowdowns. I don't mind a vault build, and no matter what killer you're on, or even a chase build, because you know what the counterplay is to it? Pre-drop fucking pallets, dude. That has more counterplay than just don't go down forehead, because at least if my teammates are doing gens against the chase build, we can still get out. They just need to do gens. That's it. And as for fucking, certain killers are just being made more and more obnoxious. Like, dude, why the fuck? Who the fuck gave Huntress two more additional hatchets and gave her wind up base speed as well? Oh right, fucking if people didn't know, Hens himself made a fucking comment on Twitter. Fucking Hens, the guy who is very popular with the DBD community and plays a lot of fucking comp DBD, he is in the program, and this motherfucker, let's say this in a joke way, I actually have no ill will towards Hens, right? But dude, he made a fucking post stating what all he got hatted. He was the one who mentioned Huntress should receive a small buff, and Behavior took it way out of proportion. This is what I mean when you get people who don't understand how shitty Behavior is. Behavior will hear that you have an issue, and they will either go 100 or like 2%. You can't just, you have to be very specific with Behavior, or it's really stupid. Because that was the stupidest we've ever seen Huntress in that PTB. And even now, she can still have 7 hatchets, have an add-on that increases her wind-up speed even more, to where she is basically, if you with the right add-ons, can throw hatchets just as fast as old double wind-up with fucking Tinkerer way back in the day. And that's crazy. Who the fuck looked at that and said, yeah, it's fine. Pfft. That's so fucking stupid. Oh, she's 110, so it's fine. She needs all the help she could get. Man, what about my girl Hag, man? She got the ability to teleport further. And she alternatively has even more boring playstyle because I have to draw a picture that can be removed. But I can teleport further. It's fun, We also shrinked how far traps are, which is technically fine. But at the same time, though, people don't want to go against fucking Hag because it's boring. You either run into a trap and die, or you loop her for 10 fucking years. That's why Hag's boring and no one likes to play her, even though she's not the strongest thing. Either that, or people run Rusty Shackles, which just makes her... I go next against Rusty Shackle. I'm not playing it. It's boring, and that's what people tend to forget. What you're playing really depends on what people are going to do. And don't get me wrong, there's always going to be children who won't play the game. Because, oh no, I didn't get exactly what I wanted and do exactly how I was thinking I was going to do. So they're just going to go next. That's always been in the game. I don't know why people think that's suddenly a new thing. People have always been big babies. The issue is now is that where people, this is what's funny, and in my opinion what really happens is people have constantly been telling these guys to go play other games. Oh, trust me, they have. Trust me, people will go play other games, and now they're even less likely to put up with Dead by Daylight's bullshit. You know what they'll do now? They'll just disconnect. Or they'll go next on Hook. They'll go play another fucking game. They'll try and queue up again, and probably get another shitty match, and they'll just leave and hop off for the night. Or, alternatively, they actually have a fun match, and that reinforces the go next mentality. Why the fuck am I going to stay in this game with this fucking Skull Merchant player running 4 slowdowns when I can just go next, roll the fucking dice, and have at least a better game and still have fun? This is all an issue on Behavior to fix. Slowdowns are just in every fucking game still. It's no surprise that it's pop pain res every game still, even after they were fucking nerfed. Again, I think at this point Behavior really needs to look into a slowdown system. We have gotten most killers to the point to where they are strong. They don't need to be able to equip 4 fucking slowdowns every game, or even 2 slowdowns every game. One slowdown. That's all we need to do. Make a system, buff slowdowns even more, but you only get 1 slowdown. That's it. You get 1 fucking slowdown. And then as for, making designs better, dude, just stop making killers who are very fucking terrible. Like, dude, what I mean by that is that Dracula his Hellfire is so wonky and feels so ass to go against. And when you're playing him, you don't even fucking know half the time if it's going to go through a wall sometimes. You have to learn by trial and error. You play him and use it on this loop. Oh, it goes through that. That's fine. Then I can use it here. It doesn't go through that. Oh, okay, well, I'll try it again a couple more times. Okay, well, definitely can't. Except, oh, wait, it can go through this small little fucking ass crack. So, or I have to position my camera a certain fucking way, and that feels so ass to get hit by that as a survivor, dude. I just usually just stop moving. I just don't care. Not to mention he can use bat form and teleport back and then tunnel me out of the fucking game. Skull Merchant still slows me down currently because her nerf hasn't happened yet. Billy curving around like 7 fucking loops at Mach 20 speed because he's not received a nerf yet is not fun to go against. It looks cool. The Billy did a good job, and I'm very proud of you. I ain't fucking playing the game, though. I just don't want to play that, man. You have removed all instance of the game for me by just curving around that fucking loop and insta-downing me. And I can't leave, as of currently, I'm hoping the nerfs will solve this. As of currently, I can't leave the loop, or you're right back on me in 2 seconds with like 0 fucking cooldown. So, you know, and thank God there's probably going to be add-ons that fix this fucking nerf he's getting so he still has 0 cooldown with the right add-ons. I can't fucking wait. Thank God. Yep. If you really want to fix the Go Next Epidemic, you got to make the game more enjoyable to go against as survivors. Until then, you will not make survivors play a fucking match that they don't want to play. It's not their fault, in my opinion. You as a killer need to, you know, if you want to win most of your matches, cool, who fucking cares what they go next? Move on. If you're wanting to play the game to have fun, then you need to understand those are other people wanting to play the game to have fun. They're not trying to necessarily win every match of Dead by Daylight. They're just wanting to play the game and have fun too, you know? You don't need to win in 4K every fucking match, just like how they don't need to escape every fucking match. You know? This is what I mean by, like, if we maybe tone down the use of certain perks, it'll be fine. But that's up to behavior to fix, because at the end of the day, some people are going to load into the match as killer and be like, man, I want to be the most toxic piece of shit. I also want to fucking run 4 slowdowns and BM a motherfucker. Because that's what people do anymore. They're so bored with the fucking game because, you know, the base game is just kind of getting stale because all you do is run the same 4 fucking builds and win most of your matches to the point to where, okay, well, I'm now losing my matches. I'm just gonna fucking BM. Fuck it, I don't care anymore. At least that's my opinion. That's some opinions. There's a lot of different things, and they're like, there's not one playstyle. Some people play to win most of their matches because they're doing fucking win streaks. Like, people haven't already gotten to 100 before, and it's just a fucking joke. Win streaking is such a joke. People play for fun, but can't fucking do that because every game's a fucking comp match because the killer feels like he's losing the game, which... who fucking cares? It's a game, bro. I got spun by a fucking Claudette earlier, and I was giggly about it. It was funny. Or lastly, people just take the game way too seriously, and there's no saving them. God bless their souls. So, I don't know. Or people who want to win and want to have fun, and understand that sometimes you do have to tunnel people, and that's fine. My God, dude, do you really have to fucking proxy camp the fucking me at 5 hooks though, you know? Alright, that's funny. Again, a lot of this is mostly humor and over-exaggeration. That's what my content is, please, before you start fucking being losers in the comments. I just wanted to give more of an information of why I think people are going next. People don't just fucking load a game to not play it. People want to play it. It's just people don't want to sit here and be miserable for 10 minutes. Fucking duh. That's the TLDR. Hope you guys have one for us today and stay safe. Bye-bye.